Hello guys, Vengeancer here, bringing you another BDO video. It's early in the morning. Well, not so early anymore. I've already recorded 2 videos today, but still about 6:30 a.m. Going bright and early, starting to get daylight outside. It's supposed to rain tonight, so I ain't gonna get much done out there, but I'm gonna get a lot done inside. So today, I'm gonna talk about the patch notes while little Wizzy here runs himself all the way back to Heidel, and then I think I'm going to do some Rift bosses. So let me find the patch notes to begin with. Black Desert Online. Let me find them and then we'll switch over there. What did they do with the update yesterday? Oh, they fixed an Arena of Solaire issue. Okay. How many update details are they gonna do? Here we go. Patch notes. So they did a lot of hot fixes for the Arena of Solaire that they put back in. Here you are. 72 updates, 916 megabytes. They've re-added the first regular season for the arena, which you can read through all that stuff. I'm not going to read it to you. I think if you're listening to this, you can probably already read. Let's go on. They've added some new battlefields, and which they look pretty good. Just different areas from the game. I do have the game still running in the background, so if you hear horse noises, that's what that is. Just some ambient sounds. We got ranked matches. They give all the times schedules here for NA and EU. Kind of going over the UI and the rankings for how it works. They changed the traces of elements buff to be more noticeable. Then they list the rewards. So there's that. The big update that I was excited about until I actually took part in it was the increased max level and a new skill for fairies. So now your Radiant Fairy can go to level 50 and learn 5 skills. And there is another option called Continuous Care. And depending on what tier you get, you can auto use items. Not just potions. That the miraculous cheers for the potions. This is for actual items. They give a list here, and you can see there. But here is the type of items: crown meals are food, drafts and elixirs, perfumes, and scrolls. So you can do all of those. Which this is not a game-breaking skill by any means. It's a quality of life skill. They should have reworked the fairy to begin with, but again, they just doubled down on the pay-to-win bull that we see coming from Pearl Abyss anyway. So here's a list of all the selectable crap that you can do, which that's fine. It's huge, massive list of every single draft meal and everything in the game that will work. And here is what the interface looks like. You can do 3 buttons. So if you got tier 1, you can do 5 items, and you click one from each category or several or whatever to make it up to 5, and you can do presets in there, and then it's just a toggle to turn it on and off, which is fine. But I have an issue with this skill that I'll get into in a second. We got events going on surrounding the arena, and then we have some login rewards and Twitch drops, and then the last week of the fishing event. So there isn't really much. I'll go over the login rewards when I'm back in game on the other screen, and these you can go look at. Not much to look at. It's just if you do PvP and you go do the arena, If you get first on the rankings, second, third, and then you get top 100, you can do that. You can click on it, and then same with this one. You get a seal of victory whenever you do 3 ranks, and then you get some of this junk you can trade for. So there you go. There's that. And then they made some class updates. You can scroll through and look at those. I didn't see any for Wizard, so really didn't worry about it. And now you also get a 300 minute buff, which is cool. You can get that from the villa thing as well from your tent. So they added the 300 to each one. Cool. Easy enough. Not much here in terms of content. They adjusted some stuff in the central market, and some item descriptions, fixed some monster stuff, updated some quest and knowledge, and then improved some UI and systems things. I'm not going to read through all of it, but you guys can do that on your own time. Now, back to the ferry. Let me switch back to the other screen because we have made it into Heidel, and I will close down these patch notes real quick. There we go. So, ferry. I went ahead and had enough crap saved in my storage. Let me find it in here. Yeah, I had a bunch of this stuff saved in storage, so I just went ahead and leveled my ferry to 50. It got Inexhaustible Well 1, I think. And then if you go to loyalties, I already bought mine, but you can spend... Where's it at? You can spend 100 loyalty and get 15 orbs, and if your ferry is tier 5, or level 50 tier 4 ferry, which has 5 skills, you can get 3 free rerolls basically for 100 loyalty, which I did, and mine rerolled from an Inexhaustible Well, which uses the stupid freaking water and star anise tea. It rerolled from 1 to 2 to 3, and then my last free roll, I think. Yeah, first roll was from 1 to 2. Second roll was from 2 to 3. And then last roll, I got Tingling Breath 5. It couldn't just give me the Continuous Care skill. It just had to give me Tingling Breath 5 for the biggest slap in the face that I could have had. You know, I put up with Miraculous Cheer 3. I didn't get 5 on there. I got 3. As a wizard, I really don't use it. I don't have infinite pot anyway, right? So as a wizard, I really don't care so much about the HP and MP, but just every 4 seconds, it's going to use a potion if I set it. Morning Star is great. I love the green light. I love the way it looks. Fairy's tier. You know, any level of this, 3, 4, 5 is fine. Obviously 5 is the best, but 3, I mean, it's a 3-hour cooldown instead of a 1-hour cooldown. If you go look at it. There you go. You get 1 hour at tier 4 instead of 3-hour. So I'm 1 level shy on Fairy's tier. Big deal. Couple levels shy on Miraculous Cheer. The difference between level 3 and level 4 is 1 second, and then if it doesn't like, you get 2 seconds. So big deal. Every 4 seconds instead of 2 seconds. Fine. I said I'll live with that. I re-rolled the Morning Star using free stuff. Got that. Was happy with that. I happened to get Feathery's Depths 5 pretty much instantly. This is the only skill that I really cared about on the ferry. That's great. I have it. It makes your weight go up to 125% instead of 100%, so you don't get a penalty as quickly. It's great for life skilling or just grinding in general. But Tingling Breath 5 really upsets me. And it's because I could use the continuous care, right? You can use up to a bunch of different items. That would have been great. Even tier 1, I would have just left it. But no, didn't even get that. But I also have an issue with this continuous care. It's in the game to be able to convenience so you don't forget to use your food and reactivate it, right? What in the hell do they think? I want to know why they think the way they do. If you think for a second that I'm not going to remember to auto-click the foods by myself, what in your mind makes you think I'm not going to forget to turn that shit off when I'm done grinding or when I'm done life skilling, and it's going to just keep auto-using all my foods? So what happens if my inventory is full and I have that shit turned on, and then it's sitting there and I just set up fishing and go AFK for 12 hours because I have stuff to do? What happens when I come back and all my drafts are gone or all my scrolls are depleted? Yeah, I'm going to be really mad. So again, that's the issue that I have with that skill. I would rather just use the food myself, and whenever you get the continuous care skill, it puts another little menu like this on here. See, it's locked, but it opens this up and there's a on-off switch over here. And then a settings, like cog thing for you to set up the deal. So like for the potion setting, you click this, you get that. But whenever you get the continuous care skill, you click the button and then it pops up that menu that was in patch notes. But no, that rant over, but that kind of frustrates me that they put a skill like that in and think that is a good update, which it is and it isn't for the reasons that I listed. And then it just adds even more pay to win, It's one thing to, yay, 17 million. Cool. I got Master Trader. Can you go away now, please? Thank you. Goodbye. I also changed the game graphics from remastered to ultra for the recording. I hope that makes a difference. If the quality looks like shit now, let me know. I'm still getting like 60 FPS. I wish they would increase that. I'm stuck on this little pole thing. I wish they would increase that so I could get higher FPS cap, because whenever FPS is capped to like 59, 60, somewhere around in there, it always seems like it screws things up. But my RTX 3080 really doesn't care. It would push even more, and then my Ryzen 9 really doesn't care either. It would push even more as well if BDO would let it, instead of locking it at 60 FPS. But if the remastered looks better, let me know and I'll swap it back. I'm not one of those guys that worries about FPS versus attacks per second, whatever, because I've read in several places that if you turn your graphics down and the FPS is basically better, you're gonna be able to grind more efficiently because it's tied to FPS or something. I didn't read too much into it or look into it that much, but I guess that's why people are reducing their graphics to polygon state in PvP. But I don't. You know, if I'm gonna play a game, I want it to look good. I'm not gonna reduce my polygon count down to like 5 and then look at square shapes. You know, I do that whenever I was doing graphical programming. I don't want to do it when I'm playing a game. So there's that rant. But let me know if it looks better or worse. If it looks better, I'll leave it. If it looks worse, I'll flip it back and just need some feedback, because it's hard for me to tell. It looks almost the same to me. There's a couple things I've noticed where things look a little pixelated or something in Ultra, but overall the game looks fantastic, so it doesn't really matter to me. and it's not hurting my FPS, so I will leave it at either Ultra or Remastered, either one. But I read that Remastered, and I hit the wrong button, that Remastered kind of leans more towards performance, and I don't need more performance. I need better quality for the recording. So, moving forward, what am I gonna do? I'm trying to think when this video. I think I'm just gonna release this video instead of scheduling it ahead of time. I think I'm just gonna release it today. I've recorded a couple of other videos, and in my other one, I realized I recorded it before I recorded this one. Just to kind of fourth wall break here real quick. I recorded another video, and I thought originally I was going to release it Tuesday. I don't think so. I think I'm going to release it, instead of releasing it next week, I think I'm just going to release it tomorrow. And go from there. 16 minutes. Whoa, what can we do? I guess I can do a couple of rift bosses and open those up. The last ones we did in the last video wasn't too bad. Or I could just dump it right here and into my rant about the fairies. Reset box. Let me dump this stuff out of storage, and I'll decide what I'm gonna do. So we have 8 rift bosses, and I'm not running all the way over there to do that one. Seven rift bosses, minus that one. So I've got 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that I could do. I'm not gonna fight this one on 3. I need to do those, so I think that's probably what I'm gonna do. Yeah, let's cut this one off here. We're gonna make this a short video. It's all about patch notes anyway. But let me know what you think about the fairies. I think they should have done something a little differently. The skills aren't that bad on these fairies. They really aren't. But this inexhaustible well skill, I get the idea behind it. It is a kind of a quality of life skill. However, once you get the infinite potion, this skill becomes useless. Absolutely useless, because your infinite potion never runs out and it's auto spamming it anyway. So if you have Miraculous Cheer 3, 4, and 5, either one of those, and the infinite potions, there's no point in having an inexhaustible well, because you're just restoring health anyway before it goes away. Yeah, and underwater breathing, I haven't found a use for that. I guess if you're like farming corals or lobsters or whatever they were that I was farming, you know, like a couple months ago, for the thing that I was doing. I guess for the knowledge thing that I was doing, or whatever I was working on then. I guess the underwater breathing would have helped then. But, and if you're going down to Sakraya underwater, I guess it'll help swimming down there. But otherwise, that's pretty useless too. Really, the only ones people are looking for are Fairies Tier, the Feathery Steps, and Miraculous Cheer. And I have all 3 of those. I could try and upgrade this, but I was afraid if I re-rolled it that I wouldn't get the other one. So I just left it at 3. And then the Morning Star, I really do. I really do like it. It's kind of useless, but I love the green light. Love it. But there is that. So the other thing that I think is stupid is the fact that you can't roll these fairies, unsummon them, and sell them as a package with skills already there. And I think it's very, very dumb that you can only try to train one at once. So it forces you to pay to win if you want to reroll skills, or it forces you, say you get one good skill and the rest are utterly atrocious. So say I get Feathery Steps 5 here, and then I end up with like Fairy's Tear 1, Tingling Breath 1, and then Inexhaustible Well. So all I really have is good Miraculous Cheer, right? I can't even re-roll the fairy without losing the Miraculous Cheer, because I can't try to build another fairy without destroying this one first. And that is a terrible system. They should have addressed that. They should have made it to where you can roll as many fairies as you want, so that way you can slowly upgrade over time. It would help the free-to-play players. And then also, if you're able to roll these fairies and then put them on the market, it's kind of like horse market, you know. Let people sell them pre-skilled. That would also help the free-to-play players. You can farm the silver and get them. And then whales can sell them if they want, or other people that get lucky can sell them, you know. Just a thought. But that's all I got for patch notes. Self-promotion time. Sub if you're not subbed. Hit like. Leave me a comment with your opinions on this stuff. And with that, I'm going to get out of here. So enjoy the rest of your day. And as always, until next time.